what happens if Democrats don't win? Tell us the other side. What happens if Republicans take control of the House or the Senate? Because I'm hearing things even like impeachment. Like, what is going on?
You don't want to use words like dark, but there is a very, there's an overcast in this election process. And if Republicans do indeed become a majority in either house, or if they do challenge the numbers at this moment, the ideology that America refuted 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, with Trumpism will be back. Trump is not on the ballot, but the ideology is. And when I say things are dark, I mean, you see the rollback at the Supreme Court. Affirmative action is in play in college admissions in the U.S. Supreme Court. But what we're told by lawyers, that could trickle down into other parts of affirmative action in everyday life, okay? We've seen a rollback in abortion. There's possibilities of rollbacks in so many things. And then you have Republicans who will, if they become members of the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House, look to roll back legislatively some of those same items that are before the United States Supreme Court. It's a different day. And when people say the stakes, all the stakes are on the table, we're qualifying and quantifying what the stakes are. Everything is at stake, and there could indeed be a rollback like we've never seen before.
I think it's safe to say that elections have consequences. Yeah. And if we want to say in what direction this country is heading, our country, we have to get out and we have to vote. Right, April?
And right. And you have to remember this. Too many people bled and died and fought for this right. And we are now voting without the full protections of the Voting Rights Act. Pre-clearance, when states had to go before the U.S. Justice Department, southern states, and tell the southern states that were under the Voting Rights Act, and they would have to explain to the Justice Department what they were doing to make changes so it would be equitable for people to go vote. Now, we're voting without the full protections. And let's talk about this, i.e. Georgia. If someone, let's say my grandparent, who is maybe 70 years old, understanding the freedoms of voting, went to the polls and forgot to have their water or their cracker, and they stood there for a long time, and they called me, their grandchild, to come to bring them food, we would both go to jail. That's what we're facing right now. So elections have consequences, and everything matters at this moment.